the gaming world.
There's never been a project that has got us as excited as this one.
STORROR Parkour Pro is the first parkour game solely about parkour and its culture.
Connecting with your mates across the world, free roaming, multiplayer options.
On the starting line with like all of your mates to have some crazy race across town.
An open world exploration game where there'll be missions,
training, doing new challenges,
evading security,
time trials,
massive roof gaps, slides through flumes, huge wall runs.
Become immersed to a level at which you actually feel like you're a part of this sport.
We want to build into the game the most ambitious animation technology.
taking the motion capture to a whole new level.
Completely fluid so that it feels exactly like you're doing parkour in real life.
People always say, I really want to be able to do this, or I would love to be able to try parkour.
There'll be a process of kind of character progression, learning the skills and abilities that you need.
Through the tutorials, sharing techniques.
That's it!
Our goal is to make STORROR Parkour Pro the most progressive urban sports game ever.
The effect that this could have on the parkour community is similar to what the Tony Hawk's franchise did for skateboarding. And having a parkour game on major consoles is going to completely change the sport.
Team STORROR is a group of friends that grew up in the south of England that basically share a passion for parkour and adventure.
We happen to have a massively diverse range of skills that allows us to take on a lot of crazy projects.
Places we never would have gone without the team.
Doing parkour in skyscrapers in Asia.
Diving off bridges in Basel.
Running around deserts.
Running away from monkeys on rooftops in India.
Always thinking bigger, trying to be more creative.
Constantly looking for another adventure.
It kind of makes perfect sense for us to set our sights into the gaming world.
There's never been a project that has got us as excited as this one.
STORROR Parkour Pro is the first parkour game solely about parkour and its culture.
Connecting with your mates across the world, free roaming, multiplayer options.
On the starting line with like all of your mates to have some crazy race across town.
An open world exploration game where there'll be missions,
training, doing new challenges,
evading security,
time trials,
massive roof gaps, slides through flumes, huge wall runs.
Become immersed to a level at which you actually feel like you're a part of this sport.
We want to build into the game the most ambitious animation technology.
Taking the motion capture to a whole new level.
Completely fluid so that it feels exactly like you're doing parkour in real life.
People always say, I really want to be able to do this, or I would love to be able to try parkour.
There'll be a process of kind of character progression, learning the skills and abilities.
We're live? Maybe, yes, no? Possibly. Alright. Should be live. Right. Morning, everyone. So, what we are doing today. Thank you. I'm gonna recap this, and then a nice out catch up with the gang. Right. Alright, so this is all good. Reverse vault. Okay, so let's do this. What? Next on the bank holiday. Maybe. Yeah, like this bank holiday. Ah. Oh well. That's okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So I guess it's checking that. Alright, so now here's parkour components. Cut pass and double cut pass, right? Mm. Yeah, I'm wondering if I've just one type and then I have it. Why not? No, that's okay. I mean, that's me knowing. It's okay. They all get activated in the same. Hmm. Okay. All right. Hello, the Valksha. Hello. I think the this guy here, really. Okay, I'm gonna change this thing tonight. Gonna change this thing. Yeah, okay, so we know that it's the same one. Just to check. So that's okay. We don't need it. Alright. Yeah, in a way it needs to be a type of a type, right? Okay, let me check here. Yeah. Yeah, so that becomes a bit redundant. It's not ideal, but yeah, it's not. Because like Q action. Yeah, that's another. Okay. How many people making STORROR the game? So we are expanding the team. So we're gonna be about 20 people at some point. Yeah, because that's. Oh, good luck. Love that. Love the indie devs. We are indie devs as well. So, are you making a game? Hey, Jackster, I'm trying, I'm desperately trying. We see how it goes. Only trying to get you guys discovered. Oh, thank you very much, Zaku. Thank you very, very much for the support. Oh, those goes. So I'm gonna be off next week, Jackstar. So you need to rely on David to build you the version. Hey Raj, the OG is here. Raj, it's a very nice day today, right? Why are you home? Oh, I went for a nice walk on the riverside. Beautiful today. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah. Watching from the garden. I went to see a friend of mine this morning. They just bought it's about this old house, like, you know, 200-300 years old. It's very very old house, but it's a massive, basically it's big mansion on the riverside in Kingston, and they want to basically demolish the thing and create like super futuristic house, and it's incredible. Really, like I think it's gonna be one of the best houses in Kingston. It's like you know, just out of the sky. Future guns. No, I can see guns of the future. No? Alright. So, let me write some code, some boarding code before we do the funky stuff. Funky stuff. No, so this will work, but I'm not happy about it. Why? Okay. Right. Yeah, this I'm not really happy about. Because yeah, okay, so I'm gonna do something very horrible. This is private, right? This is already a mess. Okay, so this is already a mess, so what? What the hell? That's very, very suspicious. Okay, I need to go with David on a pass of this, because that's hyper sus. That's what? Okay, that's hypersus. Anyway, we're not here to do hypersus things, so but we'll take police. So yeah, we need basically this is volt events. List. Bueno. Okay, so volt event list. Cards. Oops. So now. Okay, so now we're gonna do something very advanced. How do I call this? I find the, you know, in the conveyor belt, the thing that stands the thing, dispatcher. Let's avoid this. Don't need that, yeah. But just in case, you know. Yes. No, if the action, okay. Okay. What? Oh, shit. Okay. They will be. No, I don't think so. No, I don't know. Maybe, but I think he hasn't got all of the tools for, you know, do the packaging stuff. So I think we'll have to wait until I'm back. But on in June, Woody is gonna be starting working full time, so he's gonna take care of some of the stuff he's gonna take care of. So hopefully we have a little bit more control with the builds. So it's gonna be nice. Yeah, so this is not area D. Okay, let me. Right. That's it. Yeah. That's weird that it's not. Alright. Anyway, I have a bad feeling about this. But I have a really bad feeling about this. Oops. Okay, let's try. Let's try. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna. Just in case, I'm just gonna keep it there. Not to be bothering it. Okay, so. Let's see what he says. Alright, let's find out. Let's find out. It works. Wow. Okay, it works. The timer. I'm not sure which timer. Okay, so get fast, double con. Patch action. It looks like it's working. Incredibly. Okay, I'm very happy. If this is working, then it's it's on the top right corner. Really? Huh? What's the time? Sorry, can you send me a screenshot? If you join the Discord server, can you send a screenshot in the Discord server so I can have a look? So this remarkably works. Okay. I'm a bit shocked, to be honest. Bit shock. Take pass. It's that. Dash. Okay, this I really like. I like a lot more. Let me give you the Discord. Let's go. Oh, is he in the? No, it's not in the. Oh, can you post it into this? post it in probably game feedback here. Or if it's a bug, post it into bug report, yeah. If it's a feedback, yeah, just post it here. Yeah. Oh, but I'm Dado, by the way. So if you search for Dado, that's me. The reason why I say posted that is because, you know, maybe somebody else is, you know, watching that and they may can answer quicker than me, but very fast. Especially Raj, you just cannot say anything and Raj is already answering. So he is our bot. Okay. Okay, 4 minutes, and then we have the team meeting. Oh yeah, I got a message. Oh, the timer. Oh yeah, yeah. So the time, yeah, that one is so if you go through the gate at the beginning, like you start the time trial, but if you go around that gate, you just yeah, you just don't go into the time trial. So eventually, I think we want to have a button to a setting to completely make the HUD transparent. I think that's yeah, that's what we would like to do. So it's a toggle you can send it on and off. Okay, 2 minutes, and then we're gonna go into our team meeting. It's just gonna be a lot more interesting. Yeah, this one I can have an idea. On. Ah. Well, what is? No worries at all. Okay, I'm gonna get this. If I have, okay, so I should have. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna make sure that the audio is coming through. All right. Okay. This is pretty good. Cut pass, front flip. Cut pass done. Don't know if we have the cut pass front flip in this version, but there was definitely in some old versions. So I'll get back to you, Kiman, about that. Ah. Okay, okay, my master plan failed, but okay, let me get into the team meeting, so we'll have something cool. Okay, I go into the team meeting. Let me stop this music, it's annoying anyway.
Yeah. How you doing?
Alright then.
Not too bad. Not too bad.
Start
Right,
off
Dada.
just a
Alright, so
issue.
you're live to 7 million people on Discord,
Perfect.
on YouTube.
Hello.
Right, so what is it? Okay, graphics, start event. All right, start the event, and Francesco's here. We're waiting for Mustafa, and then we are to go.
Yo.
So, yeah.
You alright, Francesca?
Hi. What's up?
Yeah. Here we go. We're all here. Right. All right, guys. So we are live to 7 million people on YouTube. Right. So to start, making a mess with my game, but doesn't matter now. Right. Who wants to go first? I guess Gans is the oldest.
It's traditional at this point. Yeah, so in terms of like buildings that green and turquoise section for this month, I think Francesco's finished with the last building. I just need to do the rooftop for it. And last night we were going around doing collisions, cleaning them up because I want to play test it properly. And I think 3 out of the 5 buildings have been done now. So I'll finish up the last couple tonight, and then hopefully for the show and tell tomorrow, I'll be able to get some pretty decent gameplay footage in the new rooftops.
Yeah, definitely. Yesterday we worked, I personally worked on the last of the D buildings, and I also managed to do the collision of it and test it, and learned a bunch of stuff like inverted, flipped normal in collisions matters. So, and yeah, probably we're gonna get everything done by tomorrow. I've already started the B buildings, but I will probably gonna show something tomorrow or the next art catch-up.
Oh, and we've got our call with Drew tomorrow after the show and
You're
tell
right. You're right.
to finalize what the street and backdrop he wants is going to be, and basically just to double check that the style we're working in he likes.
Are in the in the call
Yeah.
tomorrow with Drew, so you can be all on this. Do you wanna show something for the stream? Otherwise, they're gonna see just our icons. And...
Sure. Yeah, I'll just leave it on this shot. I still got some bits I need to do. I need to tidy up the elevator and the shaft here because the modeling on it's like okay, it's not great. And I need to add some sort of like doors as well on it. And I've got it's a very rough version, but I've got like a little water fountain feature going on here. With the splashes and everything set up, and the walls like they're actually pretty decently spaced for playing on. If I drop a start here. I don't know what our animation covers, so maybe. I think it's because the sun's under cloud or something. I need to set the lighting up properly. Yep. Do I need to pull latest on the gameplay first?
When did you put Did you put latest on the gameplay?
I am 5 check-ins behind, so the 14th of May.
Yeah, so definitely you like if you pull latest, you have the double Kong.
Seriously.
Then we'll get to show off the double Kong in stream, assuming it works.
Okay, in the meantime, I can show the building right next to the one Gans already showed. That is a variation of the one of the oldest one, actually. It's gonna be really quick, so the time Gans have put everything, we're going to be finished. And so yeah, I've been playing around with materials and this type of little details, railings and stuff that are gonna be used for something else, and also this type of things for the climbing part of it. For the most of it, since it was extremely similar, actually it was copy pasted. I just wanted to change just a few things without changing the structural part of it. Exactly that. The only change are not the structural part in the middle, but mostly on the side of it. Since there are probably, if I remember correctly, another buildings, I constructed these type of things, and actually it was really fun to play it around yesterday when I was testing the collision, because you have to be careful here, and it's funny because probably Gans will run on this and will jump everywhere, and I was like 5 minutes to finish what could this pass. And yeah, mostly that's it, but everything is perfectly working in engine right now.
Yes. Right, so I've got latest. What we'll do. Oops.
No, just get away. You don't need to go back to the center. So you basically go up, just do a cat pass, and then like go down a halfway through the joystick, and then up again, and then do tick tick, like very very quick. Right. So the movement is double the cat pass, but you don't go back in the center. Yeah.
So if I flick it all the way up and then let go of it and flick it up again, that doesn't work because that's resetting center. Jesus, all right. Well, that was the right animation, at least. Hang on. Let me put a cube in just so I can get used to it. Because I think I'm focusing so much on trying to get the controls right. I mean, if it works consistently, I like the idea of it being difficult. There you go. Yeah, because it is, like say, an advanced. So if I, yeah, so you can't reset. Right. Okay. Do you have to start from like quite far back as well? Hey, there we go. Do you know what? That's actually I like it. I wasn't sold on it straight away because it felt really difficult, but once you get used to the timing, like I do like it.
It's a very delicate balance because the other way that we could have done it is just basically literally do a double input of a cut pass, right? But the problem with that is that I didn't want to introduce any delays into that, right? So if you just need, like, if you do a single cut pass and then you need to wait to check if maybe you are starting another one, even
Yeah.
those couple of frames, they are gonna interfere with um with the responsiveness, right? So
I've got to admit, I do like that it's quite a specific input as well because you can't accidentally double cat pass by just spamming the cat pass input. You have to be really like quite specific with it,
yeah,
which I think I like.
yeah, and I think the range there is too limited. I think I got only one animation, so just a little bit of limited range, but yeah, that's the idea. I mean, people are gonna complain, probably say, "Oh, it's this and that, the input," but yeah, like that, right? It took you kind of few tries to do it, but it's also so dependent on the calibration
Yeah.
of your
Yeah.
joystick of your controller. So yeah, there are lots of moving parts to that. But my favorite one is to do, I don't know, a combo like if you press the right trigger and the left trigger, and you basically
Oh,
do
yeah.
a cap pass and a side vault.
Oh,
No,
you know
now
what?
I fix it. You need to do basically almost like a music thing. You need to do right, left, right, left. Then you
Ah.
do cap pass. But yeah, like that. Yeah, that. that I quite like to be sort of like a rhythm game in which we do like.
Do you know, I was yesterday. I'm only like halfway through the video, but I was watching the GDC video on how they made Hi-Fi Rush, which it might be worth watching if you wanted to do some sort of rhythm stuff because they've got quite a cool. Um, they've done a really clever way of if you're really good at timing the beats for a rhythm game, you get like bonuses for it in that. But it's almost impossible to mistime it, even if you miss it by a lot. They work backwards from what the answer should be to what your input is rather than forwards. It's really interesting. Why can't I reverse fault? Oh.
If you go on like if you make that cube there, right, like a little bit bigger, you can like my
As
favorite
in
one is
taller?
just a little bit
Taller?
taller, but just do it a little bit wider, a little bit wide on the red. Yeah, okay. So like if you do a reverse vault in and then so basically do a double reverse vault. It will go.
Oh, reverse up, reverse down.
Yeah, yeah, it would be very nice. Oh, thank you, Keenan. Thank you very much.
Oh, flipped into the floor.
Nah, yeah, you know, you literally have to do one after the other. Yeah.
It's the
Yeah,
the like position of the reverse vault feels like it's changed on the analog stick.
something
There's like a lot,
something has changed
or it's a lot more specific than it used to be. Because it used to be like if you overshot going left, like if you went down a little bit, but you still got the semicircle, it would still accept it. But it feels like you've got to be really on point with it now.
yeah. Okay, maybe like do it shorter. Because literally if you press it twice, it should go up and down. But yeah, I'm gonna like that. Yeah. They're still a little bit, you know, those animation, we need to clean them massively because they are still a little bit floaty, but not floaty, but yeah, they just have something that is not quite right in there, right? So
Yeah. It's only really the reverse vault though. The others are pretty good.
yeah, and also that with yeah, yeah, like that is another thing. Is like the cat pass down goes such a big range that you know you need you need a big wall, right, to go there. All right.
Anyway, there you go. That's the end of my presentation.
That's it. the end of Gan's reign. Okay. Nice. So I would feel confident that yeah, the level is doable, right? I think it looks
Oh yeah,
pretty
yeah, I'm feeling good.
interesting. What do we want to do for those windows? I don't know if we wanna have a necessarily a way for the players to climb or traverse like if you look at the very big flat part of some of the buildings, right? Do we have any do we want to have for example the first one or
What?
for example that one, right? So if you go down there, right, do we account for gameplay opportunities there or?
Oh, so I've got an example actually of on this building. So if I pull up the collision mesh for this quickly, this is a weird way of getting to it, but whatever. So I do up to a point. So like for example, we've got the window cleaners lift, so I know that they can at a minimum go this far down. So I've done the ledges that are poking out down to that point, like a little bit lower. But then anything below there, I'm like, we could let them climb all the way down to street level, but then we have nothing down there anyway. So for now, I'm doing it just up to a point. Basically, I'm trying to think of like, I'm trying to go down to a height that's either the lowest point you can reach or the lowest point that still connects to other buildings. So for like here, for example, if we have ledges on this building on the left, I would go down at least maybe like a floor below this ledge so that these two buildings are still joined. But then after that, I probably wouldn't bother.
I think okay, yes, that makes sense. Yes, I think that is the correct approach. So okay, let me the question was split into two parts. So the first part is gameplay wise, I like this approach of having of having, game playable up to certain points, and then actually I don't know what is the transition, because once you are on the last bit of the last playable windows, what do? You just jump off.
Well, yeah, that's like if you get to the point where there's no more, like going down doesn't get you closer to any more content or connect to any. I'm kind of just like, we could put it there, sure, but there's nothing for the player to do, so it kind of seems like a waste of resources. I think as long as it's still within connection range of content we've provided, then I'll collision it up. So that's the cutoff I'm using in my head anyway.
Yeah, no, but so let's say the player is in one of those last levels, right? Actually, let's say is in the last level of the collision of the collision mesh, right? So of course the player doesn't know about that there are no collisions, so it will try to jump on the window below, and then it will be weird.
Well, then they learn. I don't. I don't. If I hang on. Oh. All right, that wasn't the land that I wanted. Let's go to this side. Yeah, so you'll be able to go down to a point, and then I think this is the last one. And to be fair, yeah, we are tricking the player a little bit, because then they'll try to grab and they'll just fall. Yeah, but no idea. I'm wondering if it's because it looks like the trace sphere is still picking up the ledge above. So I think it's getting confused and like flicking back and forth between them. But David's reworking the whole climb system anyway, isn't he? So
We could just
I mean, I can do. Yeah, I can collision them all up if you want. It's not a ton of work, but it just, yeah, I don't know. Because the problem, you're going to get complaints either way, because if you don't do it, you're going to get complaints that these ledges work and these ones don't. What the fuck? And then if you do it, you're going to get complaints of like, well, you've done collisions all the way down to the bottom, and then there's nothing to do there. Why? I'm like, well, what would you want?
we should probably
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
delete those ledges. I mean, like, give them reason, and at some point you don't have like those type of ledges anymore. You just have a frame of the windows, but without enough space for a hand to stick to it. So design wise, the player, maybe it can be in doubt, rarely, but as often happens in this type of games like adventure and exploration, you try and you fail, and you know that there's not enough space there to grab to a frame of the windows if there's not an edge.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So as long as it makes sense and the player is aware that he cannot possibly physically grab that thin ledge, unless you're Toby, and in this specific case, he still maybe able to grab it. But yeah, so if that makes sense from a physics and logic point of view, then yeah, then it's fine, right? Yeah.
That's fair.
And the second part of the question was what is the visuals that to get to avoid the sea of playing on a checkerboard, right, of these infinite windows, right? What is the plan to build diversity into those facades? I mean, for not this time, not from a gameplay point of view, but this time from a aesthetic point of view, from if you're looking from afar and you see this like row of all the same windows, right? Do we have a plan to break them down more, or?
Oh yeah, I mean, those windows needs to go. Like we've already talked about not focusing anymore on details and stuff, but more on the playable areas, the design, and make them more real, believable. So those windows are there, but they shouldn't be, because it's gonna be all redone actually. And I really wanted to incorporate some sort of procedural tool and ways to do them, since they are mostly visually and aesthetics. I think we can go a little bit more crazy with it. And yeah, it's every single building is gonna have his own sort of style. And but yeah, in general, you guys can see those windows, but they are there just to be visually there, but probably gonna be deleted.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's a good plan. I'm quite happy that I see guns playing, and well, for the most part, I don't see the horrible stuff that you used to. Used to basically be the worst advert for the game ever.
To be fair, I've got the controller I'm playing on still has really bad stick drift. So if I ever stop moving, I just wander somewhere. So that's an issue on my side.
Okay, perfect.
Listen.
Have pretty much the situation under control. I think once we tight up the code and the gameplay bit, I think yeah, this area is gonna be quite awesome.
Oh, also you're right. Like I completely forgot, but I remember it every time I open Blender and I'm working on a building. Is that those buildings are there just to test the climbing part, but since it needs to be more interesting to have, course for the climbing part also. Those parts is gonna be redone for that exactly same reason of making it more fun. It's gonna be way better aesthetically, but theirs is gonna be also gameplay in those parts, I guess. But since I can't visualize how the climbing is gonna be done and how it's gonna be work, it's kind of difficult to do those type of things right now.
Yeah, no, that's good. As long as we are aware of yeah, all of these things, then then it's good. All right, so that was pretty good.
I really
And
want
so
to make
that-
it to the stick, but I don't know if you can.
Yeah, I think you need a little bit. Oh, yeah, maybe we could.
I think as well, this little rooftop thing, I'm going to take out that lower section of it. I liked it when I put it there, but it gets in the way of gameplay too much. So I'm going to remove that lower floor. Yeah.
Okay, so Florian and Mosfet, did you start working on this level already, or you're still finishing the other one?
I pretty much finished the other one. I guess there are some more decors that could go on it, but I think it's not really worth the process to add too many decors on the entire Premier Inn building. because I don't think, like, for now, nobody's gonna play the lever, and I think it's a lot of work to really make sure that the entire building looks kind of solid. And yeah, I mean, Gado, you and I, we had a chat last night about the game. Apparently, Houdini Engine is something that's in the way of my success. But nevertheless, I started in the skyscraper level to work on the red building, because Mustafa said he wanted to start on the pink building or the pink area, and so that we don't collide or overlap on some areas, I basically kind of put my focus on the red building. And I had a pretty cool idea, which I started to work on already. If you want, I can show it to you.
Absolutely.
Let's see. You should have. Yeah, that's basically it, man.
Oh, nice.
I like that a lot.
Oh, nice.
I mean, right now it's still a bit of a mess, but I really want to kind of randomize also the position of the elevators, and like that. Right now they're going in loops up and down, but eventually I want them to kind of go randomly at some places, and
You know what you need to do? You need to simulate some people pressing the buttons for the elevators at random times.
actually I also thought about maybe adding a button at the top or at the bottom so that you can actually call the elevator. So if we ever have multiplayer going on, somebody
yeah,
could
yeah,
call it
totally, yeah.
and jump on top of it. Yeah.
Yeah, such a good idea.
And yeah, I'm currently just working on the blueprints, because right now they're just basic loops, and yeah, I really want them to be kind of random, more natural. To be honest, it's really hard to get onto them. I mean, it works, it takes some practice. Oh shit. Yeah. No. Yeah, but it's tricky.
Failing successfully.
So if you press R1 on the gamepad, like and if you think on the latest version, you just move it, in straight ways, so you are a little bit
Okay.
you have a little bit more control over the But what I'm working on right now, apart from I mean, now I'm on the vaults inputs and stuff, but the other bit that I'm doing is to really improve the movements over those small area, right? Because I think that is so important to be able to be accurate in those scenarios.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's very nice.
Yeah, that's it from my side right now.
I mean, that's super useful as well, because I got less than a couple rooftops as well, so I have to steal your tech.
Yeah, I hope it's gonna be applicable on other stuff, because I think the one that you showed earlier has something on top.
Yeah, I've got
exactly that. We got like 3 elevators already.
Okay.
so I've got this one that's just like
Oh yeah, that's
it's just
definitely
a-
gonna
it's
work.
just the motor and the rail are separate things, so I'd have to like maybe spline that to attach to the top or something.
Yeah.
And then there's one here, which again is like the lift part, the capsule itself is just on its own, and then I've got like a shaft separately.
Okay.
But yeah, so if we could use yours and just swap out the static mesh or something, that would be
Oh yeah,
super
definitely.
useful.
I mean, the loop is already done. You can use that anytime, but I think, yeah, I'm not sure yet how to randomize it. Kind of tough.
I think it really needs to be like a simulation of like a random in a way you randomly simulate people pressing the button. I think that is the more that is the more realistic.
Yeah, I'm thinking in randomization in terms of like the length, so that it doesn't always just go from top to bottom.
Oh
But
yeah,
also
yeah, for
in
sure.
terms of
yeah.
how long it stays at a place. Because sometimes it's not being called for ages, and then all of a sudden it's being called twice in a row.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what would be quite fun as well? If we have a time of day cycle, that it specifically goes to the rooftops at like lunchtime, and the rest of the time it's just between different floors.
Yeah, and I think surely we need some NPCs to go in and out of the elevator, otherwise it will
Yeah, we need
but,
NPCs in general. Actually, that's the point.
I know we had
Doing
some back in the days.
No, yeah, we still have about 50 of them, of those were the in the game tier in the Kickstarter days, yes. So and yeah, we got about 50 of them, so I need to bring them back, and it's just people wandering around this, this skyscraper thingy.
They get relegated to corporate hell.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I did actually have a collision question for you as well, though. So here, for example, I've got the way it's set up. I need to get rid of these rails because I don't like them. There's like ledges on top, and then also vault options underneath, but occasionally it gets confused. Is that something that's going to be addressed in the traces, or should I just never? I should just avoid this situation ever coming up. So, like, here you've got the option of you could climb up, or you could run through and vault the wall, but the trace gets caught on the climb up ledge because it's closer until you're past it. But I didn't know if that was going to be dealt with based like searching in regions based on player speed, or if I should just avoid the situation coming up completely.
Yeah, I think that is quite. See, ideally, the code should handle that case correctly, right? But for now, yeah.
I mean, it's not a problem if you tell me to just avoid it. I'll just make sure that situation doesn't come up.
Well, maybe for now we just don't let him climb over the top thing, because we don't have many animation in which he climbs on like without a wall, like without vertical wall, right? So that animation already looks like, because that is like just hanging the feet over an invisible wall. So we don't have many animations for that. So yeah, maybe just avoid for now the top ledges, and then yeah, in due time, well, when we fix the gameplay, we can quickly put back the collision mesh in there, right? So
Okay.
yeah, because that should really work, right?
Yeah, that's not a problem. I can.
Because I really would like to start imagining a possible, like, a very, very cool route that you can take around those rooftops to escape from the security guard, right? So if you imagine, like, preemptively, just imagining that possible route, that it needs to be fast and with cool things to do. And I think it must be a combination of you just go, you just do quick, basic jumps between buildings because they are cool, and just very, and some I don't know, 10% of very hard moves. Like at some point, if you really want to, you can do a double cat pass over 2 buildings, but that is a risky move, right? So, but just leaving the option to do that, escape for, for the player. It's gonna be. It's a shame that we don't have the shadows, because, yeah, they adds a lot of to the immersion there.
It's just the lighting in this level, actually.
Yeah, what is the sun?
Over that way somewhere. Looks like it's
Oh,
behind clouds.
it's behind the clouds.
It looks like it, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so if you imagine all of those all of those scenarios in which you need to escape, and there are intrinsically a lot of cool events happening, right, on the escape, right? So maybe like combining them with the moving objects, like if you're really lucky, because it's not a time trial, so we don't really care about having, like, the perfect timing and everything. But let's say that you are escaping from a security guard, and then like one of those elevators just happens to be at the right place at the right time, then you can like use it to speed up.
Cool.
Something. Yeah, like covering all of those scenarios there. I think it's gonna be. Yeah, it's gonna be quite good. Yeah, because things like those, like this, like quite, simple but complex movement, like this sequence there, apart from the completely screw up hanging, it's just cool, right? It's just not. Yeah, I think. Make it imagine the escape routes non-trivial in from a visual point of view, from a aesthetic of the movement point of view, right? Just the same way that you did there, right? It just needs to make. See, I love this jump because I think like it needs to start with a huge big jump, and then you go and do all of the crazy techy moves, right? But starting with you bolt it and you have a huge gap. I don't know, like, to me this feels so.
It is satisfying.
Yeah, satisfying, right?
Sure.
So I think like for sure the first of course it depends where the security guard is triggering, but we must do it in a way that like at least the first time like it triggers around that area, and you just say, I need to run it, and then you just do very similar sequence of these jumps, because it's yeah. All right. Thank you, Josh, sharing. All right. Super. Yeah, I think it's really. Yeah, it starts to be very interesting to play this.
Yeah, it's quite fun.
Yeah, and I quite like those. What's that? Some escalator thing. Oh, you know what we?
Oh, you can actually slide down that. It's just a set of stairs.
Yeah, I know.
Middle, but you can fit in it and slide.
Yeah.
You
know what could be another cool thing to have? The escalators. Like, like with people with NPCs and all, like going very slowly, like up and down, and then you just like you just bolt in it, like just going super fast. Maybe like you jump, you do a huge jump, and then you just basically go from top to bottom of those escalators, something like that, right? So yeah, something like that. So if you go enough room, enough like runway, right, you could do. Yeah, that's cool, right? Yeah, that's cool.
Oh, imagine You know that like the last building I showed you, where I was testing the interior part. Imagine a bunch of people looking at you from the offices, from the windows, like it was Big Brother or something.
Oh, we definitely need NPCs
Yeah.
filming you as well.
Yeah, from
Ah,
all
no,
the
yeah.
windows.
Well,
It could be so cool, actually.
Yeah, that's some cool stuff.
this area for me works remarkably well because I don't know. It feels you you know it's a rather small area, but you got a sense of a very good flow in this. I think yeah, this is what strangely, like who did this? You or Francesco?
Right, Francesco done the building, I done the rooftop.
Oh, you done the rooftop? That's very weird because usually, you are absolutely terrible at understanding spaces, right? But yeah, this is something that Sam would have been a master of, right? Understanding how to play, like, yeah, how to put these things in a very interesting way. But for some reason, you did it extremely well here, so I'm slightly impressed by.
It's just a numbers game. I've done enough. Eventually, one of them's gonna land.
It's so much friendly fire. Um, yeah, like all the structures, apart from all these obstacles that Gans added, but all the structures is respected from the same type of concept. And like those black type of I imagined like it was wood or metal. Those
Yeah, I
were
remember them, so.
super pointy before. Changed nothing, just made them curvy. And all the obstacle, it's a extreme equilibrium and balance from those more curvy part and really pointy obstacles, squarish obstacles.
So when we are going into the materials part of the level design, right? The level creation, really. How do you see, like, do you see a problem into, like, would they make sense in a realistic rendering scenario? I mean, my question is, like, how do they work architecturally? Like, they are just, like, I don't know, bolted to the ground, or yeah,
Oh,
how
what,
would that
these
work?
like slats up here? Ah,
Oh, okay.
but also, I need to talk to David about that. There's a weird issue where if you try to jump off of something that slopes down, it doesn't jump properly. Like if that exit edge isn't 90 degrees, it doesn't like it. Yeah. Are you on about these bits here? Yeah. I mean, we
Mm,
could maybe, what I could do maybe is the floor tiles that are there, I could just cut around it slightly so it looks like the tiles have been cut out and there's just a slight separation just for
Yeah,
the
exactly.
game.
Yeah, something
And then
like
it
that.
would
Yeah.
look like the tile's been cut out and that's been slotted in.
Yeah, those small details will really help the immersion of because, for example, here, right, the is a very small detail, right, but this, like, wonky path that you go there, this path that goes in this weird shape, it it really adds a lot, and it's such a super minor detail, right? But for me, this really, though that small bit there really sells the place. Just like detach the geometricity of the thing, and it just gives that, yeah, that nice nice detailing. And yeah, I'm wondering how much work are we considering for when we go, like, let's say we got the structural part done, right? We got all the structures are, we are happy with that, they look solid and good. So I'm wondering if we underestimated the part, or when we need to really make a photorealistic, not photorealistic, but yeah, we need to make it realistic, right? So that material part, is this something that you see we're gonna have, we could potentially be struggling, or you feel confident?
Technically, we're gonna have a little bit of a hard time, in my opinion, because we have to create a functioning master material for the important things, like the one Mustafa created, but with way more functions. But I mean, to think about materials in general, I don't think so. Also because uh, we're not really focusing on the detailing, like the extreme ones. I don't think they are the easier part, actually, because having a good balance from large and medium type of details is usually the most difficult thing to do in design parts, because you can always add something, you can always refer to reality to add and make things works together. It's like the glue of some sort. So the material kind of have the same type of feelings. It's gonna be easier to imagining them. Technically, it's gonna be a little bit more difficult, probably. This
Yeah,
is how I'm visualizing it. Maybe I'm wrong. I can't know for sure, but this is how I'm visualizing it.
yeah. As long as you guys feel, confident that we're not uh, underestimating that part in our, in our 6 month schedule. Well, now it's gonna be a lot quicker because we got 4 people working on the level. So yeah, potentially we should look at 3 months for, 3 months for this. But
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
so as long as you don't underestimate that, I think. And then I can help you in due time when you're gonna go. We're gonna go, really heavy in the material part. That is something that I've been doing all my life. So I definitely, can help you a lot into, with, yeah, just giving you advice on, what is the best, best practice and whatnot. So that's what I mean. I don't think it's I don't think it's gonna be problematic, but it's always something that sometimes it surprises you. I mean, it always surprises you, but it depends on how much it surprises you.
Oh yeah, I get it. You're right. Hopefully, not too much. I mean, I can be confident and something explodes like, but I feel like we are gonna nail this. Also because we also have Florian and Mustafa on it. So as you said, probably we have cut in half the time we needed to finish everything, and so we have some time left for focusing on it. If we are gonna have some hard time on the material and more than detailing part. I'd say, yeah, the material part. If even we need like a couple of weeks, more weeks to figure it out because we are having a hard time, it's gonna be way less heavy on our shoulders, since we cut almost half of the time on the creation itself of the whole level.
So far, it's been. I'm quite pleased that now that there are a little bit more details, it's not like massively complicated. 20. We had like 20 million polygons, but we added quite a lot, and the game is still, pretty playable. So I think that one is. I'm pleased to see that the game still runs fast, even though we probably added like 3-4 times the number of polygons that we had before. So it's yeah, I think that is pretty good news, and we still haven't thought about optimizations yet. So I think we're gonna get some good result there. So I'm gonna stop streaming Gunstream because he went back to making the game look absolute
I'm
pants.
so determined to try and get this challenge. I want to
So I'm gonna
step up onto that light, tic tac off the wall, and stick the tree. But because you trace like with line traces instead of sphere or anything, it's so fucking hard to get it.
Yeah, it's hard to point it at that.
Yeah.
So you know, but that little ball really helps, right?
Yeah. Oh, without that, I would assume that it's not possible. To be fair, it's only because the trace is catching it that I know I can get on there. It's so hard though. There.
Yeah, you mean Peru maps? You mean the Rose John map or on the skyscraper map? Yeah. Okay, let me open the Andrea.
So I think this is gonna be the first time that we show it on anywhere, right?
If I switch my branch over to the other where I did the true jump map, do I have to rebuild it again, or should it be fine now?
No, it should be fine. It should be fine. You should have only data changes. So yeah, it's probably rebuild some some cache, but it's gonna be okay for the most part.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Aurorian Mesh 2 maps is pretty good. Looks pretty good.
Fun fact, I don't know how, but with all of the Houdini engine glitches and the game crashing, my entire level just got deleted.
Oh.
And then I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna copy most of us map and gonna rebuild everything.
What?
Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. Everything is checked. Yeah. Yeah, I create custom correlation for every model in the map. Yes, yes. Yeah. I also start working on the skyscraper. I think just blackout.
Oh,
Yeah, it's like very different with the finish it. This finish.
it's giving Empire State Building back.
It's everything modular, and I think very. Yeah, just on the beginning. Yeah, finish the. Yeah, yeah. Thank you. Yeah, just that's it. Thanks.
Yeah, but tomorrow I can't guarantee that I'm gonna be available the entire meeting. But I'll try to be online with my phone and try to
Okay.
listen as much as I can.
I'll
Perfect.
take notes if you want, and then
Yeah, that would be brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to register, record the video.
oh yeah, could do that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, maybe we should start recording those videos and put it into the common drive thingy, just to have a little bit of history behind the scene, of these things. That's why I quite like that we are streaming this bit here. Is we have we can always, well, not exactly the thing that Gans is doing right now, but we can always watch back to the various meetings, and I think it's it's pretty cool. I've never seen anyone live streaming their meetings, so it's, maybe that is the first.
Gives no space for company secrets.
Exactly. No, it's a complete transparent. Yeah, and from time to time I just switch into the Discord chat, and maybe I'm on those private chats, and then shit. I just stream those private chats. Right, perfect, guys. Yeah, if that is all, yeah, I think it's like super good. I think, yeah, pretty much it's pretty much the best case scenario really that I can think of here. It's, you know, the whole team is working well, and yeah, it just feels very good actually. Okay, Gans finally started to play decently again. No stupid challenge.
Yep.
All right. So, see,
No,
I
no, it's
cannot
because you were
wait.
saying goodbye, so I'll put some like actual footage in rather than
Yeah.
me just eating it against a lamppost.
Yes. I really cannot wait to be yeah, if you are in any of this corner and you look around and you see like this incredibly beautiful scenery, I really cannot wait to have that view. I know there is you know, it could really remind Mirror's Edge, but you know, what can you do about it? It's gonna be cool
Yeah,
anyway. So.
I mean, sleek corporate skyscraper. It doesn't really matter what game. You're always going to think Mirror's Edge,
Yeah.
just because they've done it first. Like,
Yeah, that's, you know, fair enough. Fair enough. Nice. Super. Right. So I think I'm gonna end this stream as well because I don't want to live stream my coding too much. It's too boring, you know. So it's fine. Let's end it on a good note. Let's end it on guns crashing. Here we go. Okay, guns crash. Okay. Stop there. Stop there. Just do a big crash and then well no that was pretty lame, yeah. Just big crash. There you go. Nah, that's no, you need to properly crash. Okay,
right,
don't leave it with the bag. Okay.
I got you.
Go and big crash.
What did you go? I think this will look bad if I get. Oh, no, it's not. See, now I'm looking at them, I'm like, oh no, none of these gaps are as high as I wanted them to be. I wanted to like fall 200-foot crash against a wall.
All right, I'm gonna do. Okay, we're gonna end the stream with guns crashing. Maybe no, nah, that's not the one.
It didn't jump. All right.
Wow. That's oh god. Okay, so this is your problem though. This is your fault. I don't think you went. I know.
No, the collisions for that building haven't really been done. I was hoping he would hit his head or something.
Okay, I just crashed there. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. All right. See you all later.